Hello everyone, welcome back to Starkey Farmstead. Today we're going to be showing you a video about honey-bound brood boxes, why this is bad, how you correct it. But before we get into that, I basically have a public announcement that I need to share about beekeeping and what is happening in places like Australia. So I'm asking for a minute of your time to watch the front of this clip. If you don't want to watch it, fast forward to the video part of my dad and I working on the honey-bound boxes, but I felt like this needed to be shown to you guys because it's really greatly going to affect food production in Australia, and it may be coming to a country near you very soon.
30 minutes, the DPI is showing up, and they're going to pour 250 millilitres of petrol in each one of our hives, or 17 of them. We're going to lose them all. We tested them for varroa mite, they don't have any. They didn't test it, they're just coming here to destroy them, they don't care. Live streaming this heartbreaking process on Fast Harvest Permaculture, so please show your love there. Please share this around. We need people to know what they're doing. They're killing innocent bees. This is just wrong.
We went through and pulled all the scissors, wrapped them, put them up in the other row.
These are the two guys that have come in. I'm assuming that there will be more.
We've proven that we have no varroa mite in our hives. They don't even test it. In fact, they're here to just destroy it. They come here, they've got their petrol, they're pouring it into our hives, they're wrapping them and leaving them, and then they're coming to collect them. The government doing this. The government doesn't want us to eat, and they're doing this. They're killing all the hives in the mid-north coast, the central coast, all the way from Sydney upwards. They're just blanketing it, and then they're going to start spraying the air. They've already got this stuff ready. They're doing this, and they're doing it to wipe out your pollination. They don't care about you. They care about their money. They care about destroying us. Please, please, please share this around, like it. We need the algorithm to push this out. We really need to show what the hell they're doing. Test people around here without varroa mite, and they still killed their hives. They didn't even test our hives, and they're just killing them. They haven't even, get that in their heads, they haven't even tested for something they're killing. That makes no sense. It literally makes no sense. They're just trying to kill the bees. That's all they're doing.
Wraps, and we can just put some tape around them. So we'll take the M-locks off, and we'll wrap them with some, it's like a pallet wrapping. We'll wrap them around, and then we'll leave them here. Okay, what we'll do is, and I'll ask you this, do you guys want to get involved with the euthanizing, or just want to stay out of it?
I'll stay out of it.
Okay, that's all right then.
Yep.
Okay. Because sometimes beekeepers want to help them do what, you know what I mean? So
yep.
It's just, we just block the fronts off and we put a cup of petrol in. That's normal. We'll just remove them off site, and then we don't have to come back and mess around.
There we go. There's your conspiracy theories for you. I've got bee tattoos all up my arm. I love the bees. I'm not here for money. I'm here for them.
Guys, I want to give you an update. We are in Australia. We are in New South Wales. We do not have the varroa mite. We were placed in the red zone. We're not trying to spread misinformation. This is what's actually happening. We're showing you exactly what they're going to do here. Go and do a search on YouTube and find out what's happening on varroa mite, and you'll find nothing.
Ooh, that's good. Damn, the smoke.
Sorry, I got a little heavy-handed on the smoke, and he explained to me that over smoke in your area can smoke up your honey.
Yeah.
Now, why are you taking off just the, oh, that's one big box,
Yeah,
okay.
This is the super, honey super. That's strictly for honey.
Super.
What I'm going for is the brood box, which is right. God, that's heavy. Ooh, that's heavy.
Now, a brood box
Look
is
at
where,
my brood box.
brood boxes are where they make babies?
Yeah.
So it's a nursery.
Come here and film this.
Well, I'm trying. So basically, this
Look
is the
at that.
nursery.
Film it.
I am. It's the nursery, right?
Yeah, but it is absolutely honey bound.
So this is where they're making honey.
What do I do now?
That's the super. Honey and wax here. Nursery there. So why is there honey in the brood box?
Because when the babies hatch,
They need something to eat?
The workers jump right in behind them and start, good Lord, start filling it up with honey. Filling up the cells with honey. Well, the queen ain't got no place to lay.
That's what I'm saying. Because basically the babies all hatched, and before you came in here and put them in new boxes, they began to use it to make honey.
I'm gonna need that wheel, boy. That's heavy.
All right, well, hold on.
Dang, I didn't realize it was that bad a shape.
So if your brood box gets honey bound, then your bees are going to swarm.
Oh yeah, Mama's gonna look for a place to lay eggs, leave me.
Right, because that is literally all the queen is responsible to do is make babies, correct?
That's right.
All right. So new hive owners, if you're new at this, understand that you have to keep up with caring for your bees.
And I'm delinquent.
You heard it first here out of Papa Sammy's own mouth. He is delinquent.
All right, go away, bees. Go away. I'm busy. Ooh, that's another one. You talking about nothing but solid honey. Look at that.
Look at that. That's absolutely phenomenal.
I cannot believe we got that much honey in this hive.
I just want to point out my life has been in danger at least 4 times in the last 10 minutes because of
Go
this.
away.
All right,
Go away.
so like we told you guys, the brood box is honey bound. We're on our 3rd one we're pulling out. And what are those called again that you're pulling out?
Trays.
Trays.
Actually,
So what's your advice for new beekeepers, Dad? Get a mentor, that's obvious.
yeah, you need to either get on YouTube, because after Sydney got me started, I realized, hey, you just don't set them out there in a box and laugh. You just got to watch them. They livestock. You got to make sure they're safe. Nothing's bothering them. Hive beetles, etc., and so forth. Go on YouTube and watch over and over. I have watched some of those videos 3 or 4 or 5 times. For a little bitty, all of a sudden a light would come on. That's what I need there, right there. And I had watched the same video 4 or 5 times, and it never dawned on me. But over the last year, oh, you can ask your mama. I sat there sometimes hours after hours going over beekeeping videos on any subject I can come up with. And if I see something I hadn't seen before, I'm definitely going to watch it. Whether I'm interested or not, I'm going to watch it. And that way, your hives are healthy. And the bad thing about doing your smoker right, you can't get it to go out. It'll burn for hours. But I guarantee you, you're not getting bees out there. You're not in the middle of a beehive and the smoker blow out.
Right, right. So you wanted to show people what you have in this gray bucket. Let's go show them, Pops.
In the gray bucket?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Starkey Farmstead and Papa Sammy and Allie Bug. Today we are going to continue digging into these hives that have become honey bound. The brood box has become honey bound. And to keep my dad's bees from swarming, we have a lot of work to do. So my dad has these for us to help. It is 100 degrees out here. The bees seem to be somewhat calm. We waited until the sun came up, hoping that most of them would be out of the hive and working, trying to use a little bit of knowledge here to avoid as many bee stings as possible. We're gonna go ahead and get our hoods on, and we're gonna get started getting these honey-bound brood frames out and putting in fresh ones so that we can keep the bees from swarming. All right, Papa, we have our worker wheelbarrow here, guys. He has the smoker ready. We have the lighter.
And I got a surprise for you.
Oh, he's got a surprise for me.
See that great container?
Yes.
There must be 4,000 bees in it. They're cleaning out the last of the wax in there. The temperature right now, actual, 102. Heat index, about 109, 10. I'm not even sure now. Long story short, I've been working a few minutes every day on these hives. It's just too hot to stay out here during the day, even with a shade cloth. This, what we see right here, is the final cleanup on the wax of the hive, the box, brood box is right there. Put it in my solar oven and get it collected and get it put in the freezer. Well, anyway, like and subscribe.
I saw on a documentary on honey yesterday that what they're doing now with honey is they take all the wax, they take all the honey, and they leave them with corn oil or corn syrup, basically, to get through the winter, and the bees are basically starving to death. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, it's called nickels and pennies. Get all you can.
Yeah.
Forget your stock, your livestock.
That's right. So if you heard my dad, he said livestock. Guys, bees are a commitment. They are livestock. They're extremely intelligent insects. In fact, they are literally listed as the most intelligent insect. So you need to treat them with honor and respect. And one thing that you need to do is not take all the honey. They can starve through winter.
Put down in there. They clean. They got all kind of room in there.
All right, Daddy. So what are you looking for right now?
Queen cells, and make sure they're not trying to swarm.
Okay, so that is why we're literally going box to box on this honey hive. What you're seeing is the white box right there is a brood box. The box he's working on is a brood box. The two brown boxes here are honey keeps. So he just ran the honey keep boxes the other day. How many gallons did you get?
Over, I think about 5.5.
5.5 gallons off this one honey hive. But he's doing, this is maintenance. So this is what you do when you have bees. You must get down in your box and look for honey queen cells. All right, if you see queen cells, then your whole hive is fixing to swarm. All right, so my dad ran this hive about 3 weeks ago.
And I can run it right now.
He can run it again. So the frames that go in your honey keep are much smaller in size than your brood boxes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
All right, y'all get back in there and behave. Man, that's tough.
My dad practices a type of beekeeping where he talks to his bees, where he speaks to them. It's called telling the bees. Which I always think is maybe why he can work without so much equipment on, and they don't really see him.
I agitated that snapping turtle last night.
Yeah, you trained him to come when you stomp on the ground to eat.
I go out there and stomp my feet, and he'll come up. I feed him, he goes back down.
So yeah, what we call wild animals that can't be quote unquote domesticated, you can work with them. Bees are very intelligent. I think they understand that my dad cares a lot about them. Daddy, what's that bug running on the side of your thing? Look, see it? Look at your keep.
I have no idea. I've never seen one quite that color.
Well, he's not there anymore, and that's all that's important. See, bees, my dad's here to help you. Be nice. Might want to spray. You got one getting awfully close to your arm.
Oh, I really don't think
So why are you moving the trays?
Well, I'm going to put that right here over the brood box where they don't feel crowded. And what I'm going to do is just set this back in there.
You got these bees from where? Where did these bees come from?
I traded my worm farm for this, my vermiculture farm, and it was a swarm. Look down in here. It was a swarm, and but it's just not doing that good. It's still small. Look.
Well, they're making some good broods though.
Yeah, they are. And it's brood. Well, I ain't gonna argue with that. It's cat brood.
It's cat brood, so they're trying. They're trying. And for you guys that are not native, where these come from, like if you've never seen this, this is a locust. I would think they're worldwide at this point, but obviously it climbed along, and you can see right here where it split its shell and climbed out. So that's a locust. So he's got a healthy ecosystem here for his bees. That's an organic grower. So right here you've got some bell peppers, you've got hibiscus, you've got a tomato plant growing up around, looks like a squash. So he's real good at interplanting, intercropping, companion planting. He's got some beautiful flowers. Like, he's really good about providing enough food for his bees because, you know, not everybody in his urban area is going to be what we call organic. So he's really good about doing that himself, you know, keeping it organic here. The bees don't have to go too far. So this is his ginger. He's really proud of it. Thornless blackberry bush right here. When you come over here, you've got thornless blackberry, you've got raspberry. He had an amazing garlic harvest that came out of this upcycled pond right here. Yeah, he's got some nice stuff growing right now. Let's look over here. So here's his fig tree. Again, he's got bell peppers. He's got his perennials, you know, obviously asparagus, parsley, and this went to seed. Here are his blueberry bushes. And the thing that I don't think a lot of people do that kind of makes my dad successful, you know, is one, obviously, you know, he's got all of his flowering, but he's got pollinator habitats all over his property. He's got areas that they can get water. The insects and the pollinators, his bees, he's very thoughtful. So here you're seeing lots and lots of different types of flowers. So at 81 years old, my dad has secured food for my mom and himself here on his property. Okay, so he's got eggplant, he's got tomatoes, he's got asparagus. He's got what he can manage at 81, along with, Daddy, is that 4 hives? That's 4 hives? So he's got 4 hives, honey hives, also going at the same
This white one
time.
on the end is the old hive. And last year I split, not the gray hive, that was a swarm I traded my worm bin for. The other 2 down here, the 2 hives on the left end, they are splits off the big hive.
Wow.
I
So
split them.
you started 1 queen, 1 hive, and managed to create 3 hives from 1 in a year. You did that in 1 year.
Yeah, now next year I'm gonna get 2, 4, possibly 7, and maybe more if I want to push.
Wow.
I don't like to weaken one hive so much to try to create a nothing, because you got 2 weak hives.
Amen.
I like to leave 1 real strong and 1 half strong, and I feed the half strong.
Right,
Try
right.
to bring it on.
Well, Daddy, tell your subscribers and your viewers, what is the importance? Why do you feel the need to have honeybees? Like, what made you get into this?
Boy, something to do. I love nature, outdoors. Well, you know, I raised red wigglers for years, vermiculture. And then, I don't know, I saw a beehive, and I said, heck, I'd enjoy that. So when I bought my first beehive, I had absolutely no conception on what to do or how to do. And I got lucky. Sidney Sullivan, Boy Scout troop leader, raised bees for years. His grandfather, his daddy, and he raised bees for years. Sidney came over 3 or 4 different times and gave me one-on-one, this is what you do, this is how you do. And that, because I'd have lost my first hive. The way I had it set up, it'd have been dead in a couple of weeks.
Right.
And Sidney set it up for me, and you see it. They're coming on great.